Golden FM 97.5.
Good morning and thank you for joining us on the Golden Sunrise National and World News. In the headlines, Senator Luke Boubery says unlocking inactive and untapped energy assets a national imperative. Navy recovers 3,225 liters of stolen crude oil, deactivates 8 illegal refineries in Delta. Gunmen abduct judge in Yanagoa. Police recovers 2 stolen NSCDC rifles in Bayelsa. Arrest 5 persons. Governor Diri approves automatic employment for University of Africa Tororo first-class graduates. And on the foreign scene, U.S. bombs Iran nuclear sites and Tehran warns of everlasting consequences. Details coming up shortly.
The hits you love, the gold you deserve. 97.5 Golden FM.
Many thanks once again for joining us on the Sunrise National and World News. I am Moye Stephen. Now the details. Senator Heineken Luke Boubery, the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources Oil, has declared that Nigeria's quest to unlock dormant oil fields is not optional. According to him, the federal government of Nigeria is committed to unlocking inactive and untapped energy assets as a cornerstone of its strategy to boost national production. Senator Luke Boubery, who stated this during a visit to Total Energy's headquarters in Paris and their research institute in Pau, said unlocking the dormant oil fields is vital to Nigeria's energy security and economic growth. A statement by Mrs. Nnemeka Okafor, Special Advisor, Media and Communication to the Minister, noted that the Minister's visit, conducted at the invitation of Total Energies, formed part of a broader engagement with operators and policymakers. She explained that it comes as Total Energies prepares to unlock several assets, including blocks awarded in the most recent bid round, as well as previously held fields. Speaking with his hosts, Senator Luke Boubery was quoted as emphasizing that President Tinubu has issued an unequivocal directive for all industry players. According to him, the president has made it explicit that operatives must reactivate dormant assets, adding that the federal government is driving this mission with every dedication required, and he is glad to see Total Energies taking the bold steps to unlock their inactive and untapped assets. The minister noted that the federal government remains resolute in ensuring that operators like Total Energies receive all necessary policy, financial, and technical facilitation. He added that the revitalization of inactive assets is central to Nigeria's energy agenda, promoting job creation, strengthening revenue, and securing energy sovereignty. During the Pau visit, Senator Luke Boubery was briefed on the Institute's Smart Room and Support Center, where state-of-the-art exploration and monitoring technologies were demonstrated. Later, at Total Energies Paris headquarters, discussions focused on regulatory frameworks and operational support aimed at easing the company's unlocking of selected assets. Mr. Nicholas Terraz, Group President E&P Total Energies, in his remarks, disclosed that the company is keen on restarting production. While noting that his company welcomes Nigeria's firm regulatory backing, he said their commitment is to deploy their technical expertise and capital to restart production in these strategic assets, adding that the engagement highlights a shared determination boosting energy output for mutual benefit. Operatives of the Nigerian Navy Forward Operating Base FOB Escravos have deactivated 8 illegal refining sites at Obodo Omadino in Warri Southwest local government area of Delta State. The exercise, which was carried out in 3 different operations, led to the seizure of 20,710 liters of stolen crude oil and 3,225 liters of illegally refined AGO. According to Navy Captain Ikenna Okoloago, the commanding officer FOB Escravos, the seized products were discovered in 2 locally fabricated ovens, 66 dugout pits, and 43 polythene sacks. In addition, he disclosed that the base arrested 3 suspects and seized 2 boats. Navy Captain Okolago said the operatives on June 6, 2025, acting on actionable intelligence, dismantled 3 illegal refining sites at Obodo Omadino, containing 4,660 liters of stolen crude oil and 1,125 liters of illegally refined AGO stored across 1 oven, 19 dugout pits, and 15 polythene sacks. He said the operators again on June 13, 2025, dismantled another 2 sites at Otegele, also within Obodo Omadino, leading to the recovery of 8,400 liters of stolen crude oil stored in 21 dugouts pits. Maintaining operational momentum, Navy Captain Okolago said the operators again on June 15, following credible intelligence of illegal crude oil siphoning at Chevron Nigeria Limited Malo Jacket 19 offshore Escravos, an anti-crude oil theft team was deployed. Then Naval Boss disclosed that another 1 speedboat fitted with 200 horsepower Yamaha outboard engine was also impounded during the operation. Navy Captain Okolago stated that the successful operations were carried out based on credible intelligence and in support of Operation Delta Sanity 2, which underscores the commitment of FOB Escravos to the strategic directives of Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, the Chief of the Naval Staff, Admiralty Medal, aimed at eradicating all forms of illegalities within Nigeria's maritime environment. The national leadership of the Nigeria Union of Journalists, NUJ, has honored Governor Doye Diri of Bayelsa State with an award as the best governor on infrastructural development in Nigeria. On the occasion to celebrate the 70th anniversary of the NUJ at the Yaradua Center in Abuja, Governor Diri was also recognized as a media ambassador for his sustained relationship and support for the growth of the media industry and practitioners. Now, Alhaji Muhammad Idris Malagi, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, who represented President Bola Tinubu on the occasion, presented the award plaque to Mrs. Ebiwo Koku Obiai, the Commissioner for Information, Orientation and Strategy, who stood in for Governor Diri. Mrs. Koku Obiai, after receiving the award, said it was an honor well deserved, looking at the massive infrastructural projects being embarked on by the current Prosperity Administration in Bayelsa in the last 5 years. She conveyed the deep appreciation of the governor to Comrade Al-Hassan Yahaya, the NUJ National President, and the entire members of the union for the recognition. She assured the leadership of the NUJ that the government of Assured Prosperity will continue to build synergy with the media to advance democratic principles and promote good governance and public accountability. The Information Commissioner was accompanied to the ceremony by Dr. Samuel Kolawole Oredigbe, the Director General, Bayelsa Government New Media, Comrade Tonye Yimlea, the jubilant Chairman of the NUJ Bayelsa State Council, Comrade Stanley Ingbe, Secretary of the State Council, and Comrade John Angese, NUJ Zone F Secretary, who were all at the award ceremony, joined in the celebration. Meanwhile, Governor Doye Diri has offered automatic employment to first-class degree graduates of the University of Africa, Tororua UAT, in Sagbama local government area of the state. Governor Diri, who announced this on Saturday at the maiden combined convocation ceremony of 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024 academic sessions of the university, said the gesture was part of measures to check the brain drain syndrome. The governor said the gesture had been replicated in other state-owned tertiary institutions such as the Niger Delta University of Masoma, in line with his administration's policy to prioritize education and boost human capital development. Congratulating the graduates, the governor praised Senator Seraki Dixon, his predecessor, and Senator representing Bayelsa West for his vision and political will in establishing the UAT, which he noted was meeting the educational needs of the state and beyond.
I also want to, after thanking God, commend Senator Henry Seriake Dixon, my predecessor, for his pioneering spirit and his vision for the bold initiative that he has taken to establish the institution. The demand by the Vice Chancellor, which is a policy of this administration, that the best graduating students from each program will be offered automatic employment in this university to ensure that is with the first class, please. Of course, we all know that. To ensure that we don't lose the brains that will now go out to look for greener pastures. The whole of this environment is green. Your greener pastures are here.
As visitor to the UAT, Governor Diri announced the appointment and investiture of Dr. Nwachukwu Namobi III, Ogba of Ogbaland in River State, as the institution's chancellor. Now, responding to the challenges presented by the Vice Chancellor, Governor Diri said government will continue to address them through collaborative efforts and urged the institution to explore funding models towards generating income, while assuring that the auditorium and Senate building projects will be completed before the end of his tenure. The state's chief executive promised that government would also address the problem of staff accommodation and that transport vehicles will be provided to ease the challenges faced by workers and students of UAT, NDU, and the Federal University of Torquay. On the institution's power needs, Governor Diri said when the 60-megawatt independent power plant procured by the government becomes functional, it would cover the university's location. In his remarks, Professor Solomon Ebobra, the Vice-Chancellor, announced that 66 were awarded first-class degrees out of the 905 graduates of the 4 academic sessions. He expressed appreciation to the Governor Diri administration for its increased monthly subvention to the UAT and listed a number of challenges to include uncompleted auditorium and Senate buildings, lack of perimeter fencing, power supply, staff accommodation, lecture theaters, teaching and non-teaching staff office accommodation, among others.
Senate building and the university auditorium have remained at different stages of completion over the years, such that some of them have even begun to deteriorate significantly. In the same vein, this university lacks a perimeter fence necessary for the protection of life and property on campus. The completion of this project will be greatly appreciated by this university's community.
In his remarks, Barrister Kemela Okara, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman, Governing Council, equally expressed gratitude to government for its support towards the successful accreditation of all programs by the National Universities Commission.
Because of the daunting challenge that we face, it is gratifying to note that we have made some milestone achievements. As a young institution, we have been due for accreditation of our courses, and we have successfully scaled this. And Your Excellency, I'm pleased to announce to you that with the kind support of the state government, we have all our programs accredited by the NUC, which is a testament to the quality of education that we provide.
Now you're listening to the Golden Sunrise National World News on 97.5 Golden FM Yenagoa. Now still to come, more news. Please stay tuned.
This is your Golden Moment. 97.5 Golden FM, the gold standard of radio.
Welcome back. You are still listening to the Golden Sunrise National and World News on 97.5 Golden FM. And now for the rest of the bulletin. Gunmen have adopted a state high court judge, Justice E.G. Umokoro, in Yenagoa, the Bayelsa State capital. He was reportedly kidnapped in front of a popular eatery in a Keki area along Chief Melford Okilo Expressway around 7 p.m. on Saturday. Although the motive for the abduction is unclear, the kidnap has heightened tension in the Yenagoa metropolis. When contacted, Mr. Musa Mohammed, spokesman of the Bayelsa State Police Command, told Golding 97.5 FM's correspondent via telephone that the command has deployed tactical teams and drones to trail and arrest hoodlums. Meanwhile, operators of the Operation Puff Adder, a tactical team of the Bayelsa State Police Command, has recovered 2 stolen rifles belonging to officers of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps and a CDC in the state. The missing rifles, according to the police authorities, were stolen from the NSCDC officers during the guard duty at the Airtel office by Bay Bridge area of the Bayelsa State. Now, according to reports, the alleged thieves scaled the fence into the duty post of the NSCDC officers while they were busy ensuring orderliness at the busy Airtel office. While the NSCDC authorities were searching for the missing rifles, Mr. Francis Idu, the State Commissioner of Police, gave a marching order to the operators of the Operation Pafada to search and ensure the rifles are recovered. Investigations, according to police authorities, show that the rifles were stolen by one Tijani Nuhu, a 23-year-old man from Kaduna State, who scaled the fence of the Airtel office in Bashia and hid them in a dustbin at Yenizwe, PA. Tijani Nuhu allegedly contacted one Happy Friday from Ishan West, local government area of Edo State, to search for buyer. But Friday went behind and stole the rifles where it was kept, or they were kept. And according to a report, Friday later contacted one Ernest Lagos, alias 5 Stars, who is based in Lagos, for the sale of the rifles. Unknown to them, the operators of the Operation Pafada have mounted search and reactivate intelligence within the state capital, leading to some arrests. The vigilante groups contacted over the search, however, got wind of the alleged attempts by Tijani Nuhu and others to sell the rifles for the sum of 40,000 naira and 200,000 naira to some persons. Members of the Yenizwe Guinea vigilante group moved into the area searching for the guns, but could not locate them, and descended one of the accused with beaten. But the operatives of the Operation Pafada, after detailed interrogation and investigations, recovered the rifles. In a chat with newsmen on Friday at the police headquarters, Mr. Francis Idu, police commissioner, confirmed the development. In another development, Gospower ABC Maya, also known as Bobby, the suspected killer of Master Mohamedou Bila, a 6-year-old boy from Nasarawa State at the Aritalin area of Ovom in Yenagoa, has confessed to committing the crime. Bobby, who was apprehended last Tuesday after an angry mob nearly lynched him before police intervened, also confirmed that he is a member of the notorious cult group, the Greenlanders. Now, speaking from police custody, Bobby admitted to killing the child by smashing his head on the floor, but denied being hired for ritual purposes. He claimed he was under the influence of drugs at the time of the incident. However, a police investigator raised doubts about his version of events. A senior officer told newsmen that the child's body bore no visible injuries, prompting suspicions that the boy may have been poisoned rather than physically assaulted. An autopsy has been ordered to determine the exact cause of death, while police are investigating reports that the suspect may have been paid 1 million naira to provide a child's body for a ritual sacrifice allegedly linked to his cult group. Mr. Francis Udu, the Bayelsa State Commissioner of Police, assured the public of due diligence in ensuring that justice handed in the case. He emphasized that media access to the suspect was granted to dispel rumors of police cover-up or custodial death. Now, moving on to the forest, where the U.S. bombs 3 major nuclear sites in Iran, bringing the country directly into the Israel-Iran conflict. President Donald Trump says the strikes totally obliterated Iran's nuclear enrichment facilities and tells Tehran to make peace or face far greater attacks in the future. Israel's president says that Iran's nuclear program was hit substantially, but the full details are still to emerge. In response, Iran's foreign minister warns of everlasting consequences to the outrageous strikes. The UN's nuclear watchdog says no increase in radiation levels has been detected. And that's the Sunrise National World News from 97.5 Golden FM Yenagoa. But before we go, here's a recap of our major stories. Senator Heineken Lukwobere has said unlocking inactive and untapped energy assets is a national imperative. Navy has recovered 3,225 liters of stolen crude oil and deactivated 8 illegal refineries in Delta. Gunmen have abducted a judge in Yenagoa. Police has recovered 2 stolen NSCDC rifles in Bayelsa and arrested 5 persons. Governor Doye Diri has approved automatic employment for University of Africa Toro first-class graduates. And on the foreign scene, the U.S. has bombed Iran nuclear sites, and Tehran warns of everlasting consequences. Now, that was the Sunrise News. For news stories, comments, and observations, please send us an email at goldingfmyenagua@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, and TikTok on 97.5 Golding FM Yanagua. The news was edited by Isaac Eyedode. I am Moye Stephen. Good morning.
Golden FM 97.5.